So let's talk about your personal crab in a bucket, which was Upper Darby to Cornell. And I'm sure Penn State or maybe Penn was pulling you back. I got to think. So I grew up in Connecticut.
Yep.
80%, maybe 90% of my graduating class went to UConn.
Yep.
I'm sure Upper Darby, a lot of people stay local. Talk to me about that journey to Cornell and how that happened.
Yeah, it was quite an adjustment. I grew up in this, I would call it conservative Irish Catholic neighborhood.
Okay.
And I definitely had enough wherewithal in my mind to think that if I went to Penn, it's 20 or 30 blocks away. My buddies that were still here are going to come down on Friday nights.
They're going to be the crabs.
And they're going to make my life pretty miserable there. So
they were going to come to Penn and
stir
it up.
They were just going to make sure that it maybe wasn't as successful as it could be otherwise.
As good friends do.
Yeah, as your buddies do. So I picked a place that was far away. It was so far that I think my daughters were asking me when they were looking at colleges how often my dad, like how that college tour went with my dad. And I said, I think he visited me once there. I don't think he knew it was in New York until he wrote a check there for whatever it was. But so it was far enough away that it was a world away. And it was a world away to go from this neighborhood to Ithaca, New York, where at the time the mayor of Ithaca was socialist, was his political party. Very different in every way from where I grew up, in a very good way. It opened my eyes up.
Yep.
There's a whole other world out there.
Yep.
And really kind of balanced me as a person. It was a great decision. I took on civil and environmental engineering.
Yep.
Mostly because I wanted to go into construction. Just kind of from growing up, that was what I enjoyed, working outside, and I kind of was my way of having a professional way to be working on a construction site.
Got it.
From a managerial standpoint. So then I really focused kind of out of college on construction, and then really honed in on residential construction after an internship that I had in Delaware County the summer before I graduated.
Cool. And then you get your master's at Villanova.
I did, yeah.
MBA.
What was interesting there is that the engineering taught me a lot about a little and not enough about kind of the rest of the world. So business, having a little bit of a business background at Villanova, that was very helpful to balance me out. And it kind of gave me the confidence that a few years after I finished that, I decided to kind of launch and create my own business after I felt like I had a decent foundation under me.
Now, did your good friends know that? Because those were the guys who wanted to fight when they came into the bar rocking the Nova gear.
Yeah. I think my dad was a St. Joe's grad, so he took personal offense to anybody wearing Villanova.
Yeah.
But no, I think we're all very supportive of one another now.
Yep.
But I would say it's really just what's interesting about that mindset is I think, different ethnicities feel they're better than others, different neighborhoods feel they're better than others, different states, football teams, whatever it is. But when you start to peel it away, we're all kind of the same. And we all want what's best for us. We want what's best for our friends and our family.
Yeah. I think Delco Pride could be a whole nother episode we could spend hours on.
True. Yeah, true.
So Villanova was it NBR? Was that your first?
Yeah, I started working for Ryan Homes right out of college.
Yep.
I was a project manager. They did a nice job of a management training program where they rotated me through. I was sales and marketing for a little while. I was in finance and cost control procurement for a little while. I was a sales manager where I led a sales team, and then I went on to be a division manager in their Delaware division. They switched me over then to their NB Homes brand for my last 2 years. There I was a market manager, kind of managing from Allentown through Ocean City, Maryland. Mm-hmm. A couple of different profit centers. And then right before the great market collapse, I went out on my own. Spring of 2007 is when I started Cornell Homes.
Yeah.
And started that with good people. Like that's been my success in business, has been the people that I've been able to surround myself with.
Okay.
And was able to really leverage, again, relationships to get a great support cast. Counterintuitively, you would say, like, that was a bad time to start a business. But it was a great time because I was able to enter that market without a lot of legacy debt.
Okay.
And as the other national builders were kind of constricting and withdrawing from Philadelphia,
Yeah.
I was able to come in, work with a lot of banks, help them work out of some of their land situations with a little bit less risk than I would have taken otherwise, and then kind of just start to grow things. So we got to a point in 2013 where Cornell Homes was the largest private builder in the Philadelphia market, third largest builder behind Toll Brothers and Ryan.
Amazing.
And at that time, we started getting a lot of attention.
That was like a 2-year span, right? Where you quadrupled or
yeah, we really grew quick.
Big trajectory.
Yeah, we grew quick, and we grew quick as a result of the down market and
Yep.
being in good land positions. I have prided myself on not doing just one deal. I focus on not getting the best deal I can each time I can with each individual, but instead knowing that if I treat someone fairly on the purchase of their land, that they're going to want to come back to me, they're going to spread the word. So I've been fortunate that I get that kind of first phone call on the best of locations and treat people right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that I learned from really growing up in Upper Darby more so than any of my professional background. That
Really?
treat people the way that you want to be treated, and don't be a pushover, but at the same time, you don't need to win the game. You don't have to win every little battle along the way.
Yep.